Am I the asshole for pretending to be an Appletarian for 3 weeks as a prank, causing my friends to have an intervention for me? I got the idea a few weeks ago to prank my friends by pretending to be an Appletarian, meaning somebody who only eats food products that are derived from apples and would only drink apple juice or apple cider. I told them all that I had read on the internet that eating only apples was the healthiest thing for you and that I was going to commit to this lifestyle completely. When I first told them, they thought I was joking, but they seriously underestimated how committed I would be to pulling off this prank. So whenever I was in the presence of one of my friends, or even friend of friends, coworkers, or anyone who knew them, I was extremely careful to only be seen eating apples or drinking apple juice and apple cider. I got really creative with it too. Apples whole, apples diced up, applesauce, just the apple filling from the inside of an apple pie, baked apples, candy apples with all the chocolate coating, carefully shaved off, apple chips, dried apples, you name it. The first few days they kept asking if I was serious, and I maintained complete commitment to the bit. I would go on and on about how amazing I felt, how much energy I had, and how this was clearly the optimal human diet. I even started carrying around apple facts and would randomly share apple nutrition information. Finally, after about a week of this consistent performance, they bought that I had actually become an Appletarian. That's when things got interesting. They started giving me all sorts of information about how incredibly unhealthy it was to only eat apples, talking about nutrient deficiencies and how I was going to make myself sick. They were growing increasingly exasperated by my stubborn refusal to listen to reason. Some of them even got genuinely angry with me, saying I was being ridiculous and that they were worried about my health. But I wanted to stick with the joke and see how far I could take it. The more concerned they got, the funnier I thought it was. My girlfriend Sloane was getting particularly frustrated because I was staying in character, even during our dates. A few days before everything came to a head, I had completely ruined our date night when I told the waiter very seriously that I only wanted apples because I was an Appletarian. She was mortified and said I had embarrassed her for what she assumed was just a dumb obsession. Finally, after 3 full weeks of this charade, I walked into what I was told was going to be a casual movie night at my friend Henry's place. Instead, I discovered it was actually a full-blown intervention for me. They were all sitting there in a circle looking super serious and concerned about my well-being. They had printed out articles about eating disorders, nutritional information, and even contact information for therapists who specialized in food issues. They started talking about how much they cared about me, and how they couldn't just stand by and watch me destroy my health with this extreme diet. Finally, I couldn't hold it together anymore and started laughing hysterically. They were confused as hell, so I told them I had been faking it the entire time and had been eating completely normal, balanced meals whenever I was away from them. To prove it, I even pulled some beef jerky out of my pants pocket and started munching on it right there. I honestly thought they would appreciate the dedication and creativity of the prank, but they were actually really annoyed with me. Sloane was so upset about the whole thing, especially the embarrassing restaurant incident, that she actually broke up with me over it. In my opinion, the joke was solid and they should have been impressed by my commitment to the prank. But apparently I'm in the minority on that. So did I go too far with this one?